Welcome to the podcast editing and support show. My name is Dave. Are you ready? Let's go. We're going to start the episode right now. Happy to have you here. Let's do this. All right, we're back on the show. Glad to have you here. We're talking about getting organized and cleaning up your space. I want you to pause for a second. Look around. What do you see? Do you see clutter? Do you see like a lot of stuff just like piled up on your desk? How many Post-it notes are staring at you? How many pens, highlighters, half-drank cups of coffee, cans of pop, we call it Canada soda for my American friends. What's sticking, what's around you? How many cords, staples, paper clips, business cards, credit cards? What's sitting in your space right now? As I look at mine, it's time to clean up. Yeah. And I'm thinking that it's not just the physical side, it's the digital side. For us as podcast editing and support people, it might be time to do a little bit of housekeeping. Glad you're here. We're going to talk about this here on the show. And I want you to do a little state of the, well, in the U.S., you call it like a State of the Union address. I don't know what we call it here in Canada, but as a state of your podcast editing and support process and what's going on your desk around you. Maybe you just need to take a moment, take a look around, and then when you're ready, come back. Let's talk. Now, some of us live in clutter. It's kind of how our brain manifests all of the things going on in our head. And to us, it looks normal. To others, it looks like a complete mess. Some of us are the opposite, where everything has its place. You have 5 pens, and they go in the 5 pen holders. Your stapler is perfect, completely full right now because, you know, it's always ready. You have only one color of paperclip, and you have multiples in a little container. There's nothing out of place. It's 'cause you're the opposite of me. And for you, you obsess over cleanliness. There's not a speck of dust anywhere around you. So that's how you are. Now, I wonder, as podcast editing and support people, if the state of our workspace causes us to be distracted, overwhelmed. It gives us anxiety because we just feel like I could be editing, or I could go clean up that mess over there. I could fix the space that we work in doesn't serve us. It doesn't give us a good feeling. When we come and sit down at our desk, we already feel anxious, and we haven't even turned on our monitor yet. That's a bad sign. As well, it's not just the physical, it's the digital side of what we do. When you open up your desktop and you look at a wall of icons and files and images and clickable things here and there, and you're just like, my desktop, I can't even see the image behind the desktop because of all the stuff that's cluttering up my desk. I go into my files and nothing makes sense, and I can't find the thing. I just need that one sound effect, that swipe sound. I need it now. I can't find it. I'm looking for my client's last revision from last week. What file did I put that in? We have a physical workspace that needs attention. We need to have a digital workspace that needs attention. And I think that in the new year coming up, this is the last episode of the year, I think that we need to make this a priority. That our workspace physically and digitally needs to serve us. I think it's about time that we invested time in creating a space that works for us. Now, again, it's not a one-size-fits-all. The cluttered people that love clutter, you can still be organized. The people who are anti-clutter, you can still be organized. We can all agree that we can do better, and it starts in 2026. I'm glad you're here. I'm a firm believer that how we keep our physical and digital workspaces can really be something that supercharges our creativity and our workflow, makes us more productive, and less stressed out. If you've ever stared at a cluttered desk or hurled and hunted through a messy hard drive just to find that one thing, that one audio file, that one thing you need, you know the frustration and you know what it feels like to be completely, and the amount of downtime that you spend looking for the thing. It's frustrating. Tidying up isn't just housekeeping. It's a creativity multiplier that clears our mind of mental fog. It slashes our stress levels. And it frees your brain for the real work, crafting amazing podcast episodes for your clients. The physical space cleanse. First of all, we need to eliminate the visual noise that's surrounding us in our workspace. So as editors, we know what white noise is. We know what background noises are. Those are the things our clients are asking us to take out of their recordings. But what about visual noise? Start with your desk and your recording area. Visual clutter, cables, tangled up like a bunch of spaghetti noodles, coffee mugs piling up, notes scattered everywhere. I'll get to that one. All these things, they're just competing with your brain for your attention. And they are subconscious distractions to everything that we're doing within our podcast editing and support business. Princeton University did a study recently that shows that a cluttered environment increases your stress hormone levels, making it harder to focus and generate ideas. A clean space flips this. It limits the visual noise, creating calm and lowers heart rates and sharpens your concentration. You're not easily distracted. Another visual distraction, your phone. When you sit down to edit for your clients, are you looking to your left or your right? And oh, I got a notification on my phone. And it pulls you out of what you're doing. And then you come back and you're like, what was I working on? Where was I in this edit? What number? 6 minute mark? I can't remember. One of the things I learned early on as a manager in an office setting is the moment I walked into my team member's office, either just to say good morning, get an update on the project we're working on, whatever. As soon as I walked in, all work stopped. Why? Because Dave was there. Dave's the manager, and we're going to acknowledge Dave. But I found that the more often I did this, the less productive my team was. Because me walking into the office broke their concentration, their focus. They're focused on me now. And it took them a few minutes to get back into the swing of what they were working on after I leave the room. So the less I bothered my team, the more efficient they were. And the same thing for you. Your phone is a distraction. It's like your boss walking in your office. Your music, the temperature of your space, the outside influences, your computer, your search, your windows, your tabs that are open. All these things are pulling at your attention. And if you can limit these things, you're going to be more focused. You're going to be in the right headspace. So first we got to start with our desk and our recording area. We got to make this work for us. This visual noise needs to be addressed. So picture this. Wipe your desk, organize your cables with table ties and clips, file your papers into the correct bins, and keep only the essentials. Your mic, your mouse, a notepad, your microphone, all within arm's reach. And then do something that helps you also to connect with your space. Add a plant, like something. And that one motivational sticky note that gives you inspiration, something that keeps you on task. Podcasters who've done this report breakthroughs, like suddenly outlining 3 episodes in 20 minutes and because their mind isn't juggling with the chaos and all the visual noise and visual things that are happening around you in your space. An organized setup provides that headspace for your problem solving. This visual noise really impacts your flow state. You know, when you're in your edits and you're just chugging through and you lose track of time and you're just so engrossed in what you're doing. that visual noise will distract you from that space where you're in that best operating mode. You will find that you're going to be more productive. You're going to have better ideas, fewer creative blocks, and the work that you do for your clients will be more polished, more accurate, and less mistakes because you're not dealing with all the visual noise surrounding your workspace. So there's the physical side. There's also the digital side. We need to declutter and reclaim our time and our efficiency with our speed. Now, okay, this is about your computer and your filing system, your digital filing system, whether that's shared drives, Google Drives, Dropbox, your physical drives, your backup drives. Podcasting generates a mountain of data, raw audio, edits, extra edits, revisions, show notes, graphics. A bloated desktop or jam folders means wasted minutes, hours searching for episode 17, final version 3.wave. Declutter ruthlessly. There are lots of different files that'll help you to clean up and get rid of your junk. Archive all your old projects into dated folders so that it's easy for you to look at a glance and know where things are. Empty your trash, your recycle bin. For us here on Windows, empty it out. Archive old projects into dated folders like we talked about, and give yourself the opportunity to not be so overstimulated by the sheer amount of data and files that you have to wade through just to find the information that you need for your next project. This isn't just busy work. A lean digital space means lightning fast file access, drag and drop edits in seconds, and smooth performance because your computer isn't working so hard as well. When your computer is bogged down in stuff that's useless, not required, dead files that you'll never touch, the more you can clean this stuff off, your computer's going to run better. It's going to be easier to do the things you need to do. You can tell when your computer's struggling. When you click open on something and it just sits there for a second, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's time to do some cleanup. And seeing that we're going into a new year, probably the best time now to get ready for what's going to happen in 2026. So it's time to go through. It's time to clean up what's surrounding your files and making sure that you have the right stuff in the right place. And all the other stuff is either hidden or gone. It's time to make some cleanup in your digital world to make your workspace even better. What's the payoff? By cleaning up our visual noise around our physical desk and our digital noise, this is where science meets podcaster wins. Clutter always overwhelms and overloads our bandwidth. It really messes with our time and our attention. Cleanliness offloads that. Cleanliness gives you back mental capacity. Podcasters in our community share stories. One host cleared her desk and doubled her output. Another decluttered her digital workstation and cut editing time for her clients down by 30%. It's just compound interest for your output. Small habits yield massive creative freedom. We need to get into a place where creativity is the result instead of, again, searching for lost files, wasting time, moving something 5 times on our desk instead of putting it away. We need to have an approach to how we create a workspace that works for us in our workflow. Again, your workflow may be different than mine, but it has to work. We need to spend some time getting ready. Some action steps. Because it's more than just words here. It's about action. Here's some things. 3 things that you can do right now. First, today, right now, for 5 minutes, clear one corner of your desk. And maybe delete 10 desktop files that are just hanging around. You don't need these. They've been emailed to the client. They're stored already somewhere else on your drive. yet they're still on your desktop. Why are they there? Clean up a little part of your desk and delete 10 desktop files that you don't need. Next, this week, a full physical sweep, a digital folder audit of what you're looking at currently, what needs to be there, what doesn't, and an actual, get out the vacuum, get out the broom, and pull out your desk and sweep up and clean up. Because if you eat at your desk and you do all kinds of stuff at your desk and you never leave your desk, it's a little gross. So cleaning out your keyboard, right? Get that air canister and just spray it out. A little dusting would be nice. And maybe just a clean, like a good wipe down, Again, it's the end of the year. Maybe you need a break from the family and Christmas holidays and the festivities. Go down to your space and spend some time just cleaning up. I know I am. And then something ongoing. So today you're going to do something where you clean your desk, one part of your desk, and you're going to delete 10 desktop files. This week, you're going to do a full physical sweep, clean up, and a digital folder audit. Look at your stuff. And the third, ongoing, 10 minutes, a reset ritual post episode. Before you're done, before you walk away, you're going to stop and you're going to get ready. So let's say you have a 1 hour window of time, then work for 45 minutes and then spend the last 15 minutes getting ready for tomorrow. Don't just hit send on that project, hit post to upload that podcast episode, and then shut your computer down. Finish your work and give yourself a few moments to clean up and be ready for tomorrow. The tomorrow you will appreciate it. Do that. Key takeaway. A clutter-free physical and digital workspace, it's not optional. It's your unfair advantage. For you to stay as a sustained, creative person serving your clients, you'll be able to do faster work, and you're going to burn out proof your podcast episodes and your services and your support for your clients. Tidy up and level up. I'm excited to see what you're going to do. I would love to see a picture of your workstation. Maybe before and after, if you're brave enough, but at least after. Dave, here's what I did with my space. Let me know. I'd love to see. Podcasteditingandsupport.com. Let's check it out. Talk to you soon. Happy New Year. Take care. Thanks for listening to the Podcast Editing and Support Show. Visit us at podcasteditingandsupport.com. Podcasteditingandsupport.com. We would love to help you find a great podcast editor, or if you want to hire us, we would love to work with you. Podcasteditingandsupport.com. Catch you on the next episode. Take care.